I had never been in prison before, and I was forced to do what anybody else had to do, survive.
Did you actually learn how to fight in prison?
Yes.
James Scott was a man whose fists spoke louder than words. Not only did he make his mark as a formidable boxer behind bars, but he also became a symbol of resilience in the face of adversity. Known for his incredible skills in the ring, Scott's life took an unexpected turn when he was sentenced to life in prison. Yet, even within those walls, his fighting spirit never faltered. As Scott himself once said, "I wasn't just fighting for a title, I was fighting for my life." Scott attended local schools in Newark, where he was known for his athleticism and competitive spirit. His early experiences in his community exposed him to the harsh realities of street life, which later influenced his approach to boxing. James Scott was introduced to boxing at a young age, initially as a way to stay out of trouble and channel his energy positively. The sport provided him with an outlet for his aggression and a sense of purpose. Scott began training at local gyms and quickly demonstrated a natural talent for boxing. His dedication to the sport led to a successful amateur career, where he began to build a reputation as a skilled and promising fighter. Inspired by boxing legends and motivated by the desire to escape the hardships of his environment, Scott saw the sport as a path to a better life. His early successes in the ring were a testament to his hard work and innate talent. Scott quickly made a name for himself in the professional circuit with a string of impressive victories. His early matches were marked by his powerful punches, technical prowess, and strategic fighting style. By the early 1970s, Scott had established himself as a rising star in the light heavyweight division. His combination of power, speed, and technique earned him respect and attention from both fans and critics. Scott was known for his aggressive style and powerful punches, making him a formidable opponent in the ring. His ability to combine strength with tactical skill set him apart from many of his contemporaries. James Scott was involved in a criminal incident that led to his arrest and conviction. The crime in question was an armed robbery that occurred in Newark, New Jersey. The details of the crime involved Scott and his accomplices using weapons to rob a store, which resulted in a violent confrontation. Following the robbery, Scott was apprehended by law enforcement. The evidence against him, including witness testimonies and physical evidence, led to his conviction. Scott was sentenced to life imprisonment for his involvement in the armed robbery. The severity of the sentence was a significant blow to his boxing career and personal life. The conviction effectively ended Scott's professional boxing career. The transition from a rising star in the light heavyweight division to an inmate in a maximum security prison marked a dramatic and challenging period in his life. While in prison, Scott faced numerous challenges, including adjusting to life behind bars and dealing with the loss of his career. However, he also used boxing as a means of coping and self-rehabilitation, maintaining his skills and discipline within the prison system. Scott made the most of the limited resources available in prison. He set up an improvised training area within the confines of his cell or designated exercise areas. Using whatever equipment he could access, such as homemade weights or worn-out boxing gloves, Scott maintained his physical conditioning. Despite the constraints, Scott adhered to a rigorous training routine. His workouts included shadowboxing, bag work, and conditioning exercises to keep his skills sharp and his body in peak condition. Scott's commitment to training was a testament to his dedication to the sport. Scott also used his boxing expertise to mentor and train other inmates. He offered guidance and instruction to fellow prisoners interested in boxing, further honing his own skills while building camaraderie and respect within the prison community. Within the prison system, boxing matches were often organized as part of recreational activities or informal competitions. Scott participated in these matches, showcasing his skills and maintaining his competitive edge. While detailed records of these matches are less formal, Scott's reputation as a skilled boxer in prison was well established. His performances in these matches were often described as impressive, and he continued to display the technical proficiency and power that characterized his early career. Boxing in prison required not just physical strength but also immense mental fortitude. Scott's ability to stay focused and disciplined despite the harsh conditions of incarceration was a significant part of his continued success in the sport. For Scott, boxing was more than just a sport, it was a means of maintaining his identity and sense of self-worth. The sport provided him with a structured routine and a way to channel his energy positively while navigating the challenges of prison life. Inside the prison system, Scott participated in various boxing matches and competitions. These in-prison bouts were often organized for recreational purposes but drew significant attention due to Scott's exceptional performance. His fights were characterized by the same intensity, precision, and power that had marked his professional career. Scott's training sessions and sparring matches were often noted for their high level of skill and professionalism. His ability to teach and inspire others in such a challenging environment highlighted his deep understanding of the sport and his commitment to its principles. Scott's continued success in prison boxing circuits earned him enduring respect and admiration from both his peers and those who followed his story. His ability to remain a top competitor despite his circumstances was a testament to his exceptional boxing skills and mental toughness. Scott had to adapt to the limited resources available in prison. He used makeshift equipment, such as homemade weights and improvised punching bags, to maintain his physical conditioning. Items like bags filled with sand or other materials served as substitutes for traditional boxing equipment. Scott adhered to a strict training schedule, incorporating exercise and practice into his daily routine. This discipline was essential for keeping his skills and physical condition in check despite the challenges of prison life. James Scott's ability to adapt his training routines and maintain his boxing skills in prison highlights his remarkable dedication and resourcefulness. Upon his release, Scott faced significant challenges in resuming his boxing career. The years spent in prison had impacted his physical condition and his standing in the boxing world. Despite his desire to return to the sport, regaining his former prominence proved difficult. Scott struggled to secure significant fights or regain the same level of success he had experienced before his incarceration. The boxing landscape had changed during his absence, and opportunities were limited. Beyond boxing, Scott had to adjust to life outside prison. Reintegrating into society and rebuilding his personal life presented additional challenges. Despite the difficulties in his professional comeback, Scott's story remained a powerful testament to resilience and determination. His experiences in prison and his continued dedication to boxing even behind bars became an inspiring part of his legacy. James Scott's story, particularly his ability to maintain high-level boxing skills while incarcerated, demonstrated remarkable resilience and dedication. His performances in prison matches showcased his enduring talent and passion for the sport, influencing how boxing can be perceived as a vehicle for personal development. Though his professional comeback faced challenges, Scott's legacy as a skilled boxer who continued to train and compete despite severe setbacks has inspired many within the boxing community. His journey highlighted the possibility of overcoming adversity through commitment to the sport. Scott's experience underscores the potential of sports, particularly boxing, as a tool for rehabilitation and personal growth. His story has contributed to broader discussions on how sports can aid in the rehabilitation of inmates by providing structure, discipline, and a positive focus. James Scott's journey remains a powerful example of how boxing and other sports can play a significant role in personal redemption and rehabilitation, influencing both the boxing community and discussions on the effectiveness of rehabilitative programs in the criminal justice system. What do you think of James Scott's story and its impact on boxing and rehabilitation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more updates. Thanks for watching.